Factsverse presents Archaeologists have unearthed a tomb containing 3,500-year-old mummies in perfect condition. And it's not even Halloween! Hey, before we get into this video, help us spread the word about Factsverse by clicking that like button. And also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. The oldest known civilizations are in Egypt. That's why archaeologists are often making new discoveries in that country. And over the years, experts have found hidden tombs, ancient cemeteries, and lost cities. Over the decades, plenty of discoveries have been made. And in November 2018, another important discovery was made. Archaeologists unearthed a tomb containing 3,500-year-old mummies, and they seem in perfect condition. The discovery was made in the Egyptian Assasseef Valley, close to Luxor. They uncovered two sarcophagi in the depths of the tomb. The archaeologists believe that the tomb is about 3,500 years old, and when they opened the coffin, they discovered the remains were shockingly preserved. It was no surprise that the discovery was made there. Luxor has been called the world's greatest open-air museum. This is because of the many objects that have been discovered there. It's because the ruins of the ancient Egyptian city that was once known as Waset is located there. Outside of Egypt, Waset is referred to as Thebes. It was once the capital of Egypt. The city was incredibly significant during the Middle Kingdom era. It spanned from 2050 BC to 1710 BC. It was also significant during the New Kingdom, which is believed to have lasted from 1570 BC to 1069 BC. A British historian named Ian Morris believes that Thebes was once the most populated city on Earth. He believes that around 1500 BC there were 75,000 people living there. It wasn't until 600 years later that the Assyrian city of Nimrud took over the title of the most populated city. Today, the city's located mainly in modern-day Iraq. It's also spread around the surrounding cities. In ancient Egypt, Thebes was a prosperous place. Riches flowed through the city, which allowed a number of religious monuments to be built there. This is also the reasons that so many archaeological ruins and treasures have been found in the area over the years. In present-day Luxor, the remnants of the Karnak and Luxor temple complexes were found. The remnants of Luxor are made up of a variety of structures that were built during the Middle Kingdom period. Karnak and the surrounding areas were important religious locations and were dedicated to the god Amun. Investigations of the Luxor temples have been complicated because of the population that settled in the area after the ancient Egyptians. Locals began to construct structures on and around the temple. Over the years, debris began to pile up. Eventually, a mound close to 50 feet tall grew. This covered most of the temple. Excavations of the area were led by Professor Gaston Maspero in 1884, and they continued until 1960. In 2018, two ancient sarcophagi were uncovered in the tombs. While this find is amazing on its own, it's even more impressive because the team found 1,000 funerary statues at the site. The tomb where the sarcophagi were found is located in a necropolis known as El Assasseef. It's on the west bank of Thebes. Considering that the archaeologists had to dig through 1,000 feet of debris, it was hard work to reach the vault. It was not an easy job, it took almost 6 months to do it, and a team of several experts and excavators were working on it. Experts believe that the tomb was dedicated to someone named Tha-Urketef. He is believed to be the person who was in charge of supervising mummification at a temple called Mut. The vault also contained close to 1,000 miniature figurines known as ushabtai. These were said to be servants for the dead. There are also 5 colored masks within the tomb and a number of skeletons and skulls. The experts believe the vault is thousands of years old. The sarcophagi has incredible historical value. They were very well preserved, and that means that they were in a pristine state for investigation, and each one held something significant. One dated back to the 17th dynasty, the other dated back to the 18th century. The mummies inside were in pristine condition, and the experts learned from the condition of the two mummies that the wealthier members of Egyptian society were prepared for the afterlife differently than those who were poor, which probably shouldn't be a surprise. One of the mummies is a priest responsible for overseeing the mummification process. The other was the priest's wife, Thuya. This was an exceptional find, and it created quite a buzz in the archaeological world. This find gave the archaeological community something to search for. The more we're able to learn about ancient Egypt, the more we can understand about what life was like back then. And maybe we'll learn a little something about ourselves. Subscribe for more.